What are you doing?
Reenacting Batman v Superman because I love that film so much.
Good thing I don't have any Wonder Woman DVDs, isn't it?
That's okay. I asked Percy to dress up as her.
I told you to get some. All the titles fire.
Hello guys, welcome to another episode of SmegChris Review. I'm going to start with the news, but to be honest, there's only one story to tell. DC Universe Rebirth. They are telling us that it isn't a reboot yet again, and from what I've seen it isn't-ish. They are continuing on from where they are now, but they're going to introduce some new characters. Some characters that survived Convergence are coming to the fore, such as the pre-New 52 Superman and Lois Lane, and the biggest secret is that a character is returning from the dead, but another one is going to die. Action and Detective Comics are going back to their original numbering, which makes me super happy. Pun intended. We'll see both comics reach issue 1000. But a lot of other books are starting at issue 1 again. Not all of them though. And thankfully Supergirl is returning to comics because I've been sorely missing that character. Some of the books will be bi-monthly, which means that you get 2 a month, but the prices will be lower than usual so you can still keep collecting. Well, I can anyway. Despite being the most requested character, the original Wally West was never mentioned. Well, except for one thing. I was watching the live stream where they were talking about all the new books that were coming out, but at one point they were talking about a current storyline called Titans Hunt, and they were talking about all the original Titans being involved, where somebody in the audience shouted Wally West, but for some reason the panel just ignored it. Huh? Wally West was one of the founding members of Teen Titans, so where is he? If you want to watch the live stream, it's still on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description for it. The video is on for an hour and a half, but if you're an avid DC fan like myself, you'll enjoy most of it. Just not the bit where somebody shouts Wally West and they completely ignore it. Until we get the original one back, DC, bad.
Is one comic going to be Batman and Superman again?
Fred, you're obsessed.
I know, it's great, isn't it?
It's time for a trailer now, and I'm going to watch one that I've not seen before so you can get my genuine reaction. Okay, I found a trailer called Lights Out. I have no idea what it's about, so I'm going to watch it. Hello? I've got it turned up right. Or is this... This is going to be a scary film, isn't it? Yep. Shadow body thing. Yep, of course it's going to be a horror film. Ooh, that actually is creepy. Hmm. Ooh. She's doing falling off the bed very slowly. Ooh. Don't turn your lights out, kids. Is that Maria Bello?
A long time ago.
Yep, Maria Bello.
Everyone is afraid of the dark.
I'm not.
And that's what she feeds on.
Show yourself.
I'm sure she will. Come on, jump. There we go. Something had to make you jump. Nah, it doesn't look that scary at all. But I don't know, it does look good actually, to be honest. I think it's not just going to be like jumping out at you, but there's going to be a lot of creepiness involved. Those are the kind of horror films that I like. So yeah, I might go see that. Boo! Oh, sorry. It's now time for movie review for 2 films. The first is The Forest. The story is about a woman who feels that her twin sister is in trouble, so she travels to Japan to find her. She finds out that her sister may or may not have walked into a place called Suicide Forest, so, like with all stories, she has to find out. I'm sad to report that I was pretty much bored all the way through the movie. There's a lot of walking and talking and very little in the way of scares. I felt my eyelids getting very heavy as I watched it. To be honest, I can't find one redeeming thing about the whole film. Even the actors look bored. Another reason I disliked it was the revelation of the fate of the sister. It just wasn't tense enough, and then it lets you down anyway. Overall, I give The Forest a... Yep, it was that bad. Now to my review of Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. I really hate that title. However, I love the movie. I know, other critics have panned it. Their loss. From the offset you could tell the makers decided on a different feel and tone and style of the movie compared to the previous one, Man of Steel. We don't get a grand opening sequence like we did on the last film. Instead we get a quick retelling of Batman's origin, and then we move into his perspective of what happened at the end of Man of Steel. Then we're reintroduced to familiar characters and introduced to new ones too. As the film develops, more and more plot threads get thrown into it. Which leads me to 3 things that bothered me about the film. There was too much plot thrown in. It was like 2 films in one, which explains the double title. Then there were the dream sequences that Batman had. Apart from one where he dreamt of a future where Superman had gone evil, they were completely unnecessary. In those moments we could have seen some of Batman's past. And my final problem? It took far too long to get to the actual fight. But despite those things, I still love the movie. Not only was Jesse Eisenberg a brilliant Lex Luthor, his was the best interpretation of the character I've ever seen. Yeah, even better than Gene Hackman. Ben Affleck was superb as Batman, and Gal Gadot was really good as Wonder Woman, although she wouldn't have been my first choice. But I'm not saying she didn't do well, she did. And despite the amount of story thrown into it, which by the way I was able to follow every step of the way, it was thought-provoking and clever. Oh, and the fight sequences. Holy rusted metal, Batman. They were awesome. Forget what those other critics are saying, this is a must-see. Especially if you love Man of Steel. I give Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice a... Yep, it's not as good as Man of Steel, but it's a worthy sequel. And they really need to retitle it. It should have been called The World's Finest.
9 out of 10? 9? That's all? It should be an 11.
Come off, food.
I'll calm down on only one condition.
Which is?
You wear the Wonder Woman costume.
Oof, that looked like it hurt. And with that, it's time for me to go. Thanks for watching and subscribing if you have. Until the next time, peace out. I was wondering what I was going to talk about at the end of this video, so I'll end with what started now. Hailstones. And the reason I can't start filming yet is because I can hear it on the conservatory roof. I'm pretty certain the camera's picking it up too. Very noisy. So until that stops I can't really do anything. Wow, the colour on this camcorder right now is horrible. Why do I look so golden? Or yellow, am I ill? Okay, that's better, I think. Because I put this up against there and press the one push option. Now I've just got to wait for that to stop making a loud racket on the conservatory roof. I can throw that to one side and continue filming where I look a bit green. Ugh.